Alright, so it is me, Unapologetically T, and I am back with another video. And I've just been called to do videos lately. I do have some poems I need to put out, and I'm going to get back into those, but they are written. I just need to record them. But I wanted to come and do a video on what is love. And I think we've all wanted to know the answer to this. I'm so sorry. It is allergy season. And my AC not working. And I have to have the windows down. And I guess pollen is getting in my throat. So I might sound itchy or whatever. Well, I feel itchy in the throat and nose. I'm so sorry. I apologize. But yeah, I'm having a time and I can't drink any water. So I might gotta stop doing the video. Or there might be an attack against my throat chakra. I don't know. But I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna try to get through it the best I can. If I get hoarse, bear with me. But I want to say, like, I think we've all questioned, like, what is love? And I think when we ask these questions, like, what is love? I always look at love like is so elusive. Like, love is like me. Like, I even view myself as the embodiment of love when I'm healthy. When I'm healthy and I'm functioning, you know, in a healthy frequency and realm, I'm the embodiment of love. And that's just how I view love for myself. But, like, love is elusive. Like, love means, and when I say love is elusive because love means different things to different people. And I think that's the reason why so many people can't always resonate with another person's definition of what love is. To me, love is an action. Love is a feeling. Love is a lot of things. And it's like me. Really can't, like, pinpoint a label of this thing. It is what it is. And I think that's why a lot of us just don't know what it is or how to describe it. To me, I feel like love, also the way you look at love and view love changes, you know, throughout your life. Like, love always evolves. It changes over time. And it should, right? So if you're doing it right, I think it should. It should evolve and change and grow and become deeper and all that stuff. Whether you're doing it with yourself or someone else, like, it should evolve in a beautiful way, not in a regressive way, where it's toxic and unhealthy. Like, but in some people's cases, that's the only love they know. And that was definitely one of those situations for me. Like, it was the only love I knew was toxic love. And I call it faux love now, because is that love? But if that's the only love you've been taught, then that's love. So love looks different for everyone. I don't have a true definition of love. And all I know is that now that I'm loving myself from what I need and what I want, it's just different for me. Like, some days, like, love is like me going to get Assassin's Creed and then playing it. Like, that's love for me sometimes. Like, love for me is writing poetic words and getting out my thoughts and my feelings and things that flow through me, like just getting those ideas and thoughts out. Love for me is doing a kind gesture for someone or myself. Love for me is having patience with myself and others. Love for me is so many things. And it's just finding the things that align with the love that you seek for yourself. Finding things and people that align with that is powerful. 2 years ago, I didn't even know what I wanted for myself. I was confused. I was traumatized. I was all over the place. I literally was all over the place. I had been through so many horrific things. So I just didn't know. I had never been taught to love myself. I had been taught to hate myself. It was conditioned in my parents, and then it was conditioned into me, and then it was this weird thing where both of my parents claimed to appear to be people who love themselves, but like when I started to realize like neither one of my parents really knew how to love themselves. Like they thought that they were loving themselves by doing things they were doing, but that's not love. Being yourself is actually self-sabotaging, self-destructive, and it was conditioned and taught to me. And breaking those barriers, and I have to give all thanks to God and the Spirit Squad He assigned to me, literally. And I say he loosely, like I say, it's religious dogma for me. I don't really mean he. I look at God as everything. God is all source. It's both feminine, masculine. So like God is all. So I say he loosely is just religious dogma. But like I have to give thanks to God and the Spirit Squad that was assigned to me, because I had a lot of deep rooted, and I still am working through it. Let me just say that I'm still working through a lot of deep rooted trauma, and a lot of it though I was afforded to be able to process a big bulk of things within a short period of time, and I'm happy I was. It was hard, it was grueling, but I needed to process. I needed to go through that. I needed to walk through the fire more than once. I needed to walk through the fire over and over again, a lot. I know a lot of people was just like, you know, how many times you gonna walk through that shit until it don't burn no more. Until it don't burn no more. And you know, like, and I'm here. I still am so loving. And I don't think no one can ever take that away. That is a gift from God. And I'm happy to be the recipient of, you know, having all this love in me. But my greatest gift was to finally love myself. And love has just been me realizing that I am love. Me realizing that I give love. Me realizing that I need to give love to myself, and that's not selfish, that's not bad. But yeah, love can be so many different things. Sometimes love to me is laying on the beach. Love to me is traveling. Love to me is exotic foods I've never tried before. Love to me is fucking sweets from a pastry chef, from a good chef. Like, that's love to me. Love to me is telling someone else that they're doing a good job. That is love to me. Telling myself that. It has been love to me. I gotta go get these canvases so I can paint, because that's love to me. Painting is love to me. Writing is love to me. Speaking to you is love to me. Sharing my most vulnerable moments is love to me, because once again, I did not have anybody that I could say, you know, they're going through what I'm going through. Like, I looked far on the internet when Dante died, and I was looking for someone who could explain to me, how do you grieve someone who is narcissistic to you? How do you do that? How do you do that? Because the people around me was telling me to just discard the whole 11 years, like I could do that, and had me thinking I could do that. And it was like, no, I can't do that. Like, I shared beautiful moments with this man. This man was literally a third of my life. He was a third of my life. Where my mother was 2/3 of my life, he was a third of my life. Where my father was probably not even a quarter of my life, he was a third of my life. He made up at least 33% of my life experience. And to tell me that I had to just forget about that would have meant that I would have had done what? I would have suppressed more memories once again. So I literally was looking far, very far, for someone to show me a video of how to grieve your long-term partner who was narcissistic, who you had these horrible moments with, but you also had some beautiful moments with. I couldn't find it. And that led me to open up and talk about this situation with me and him. And it was hard to share about me and him because I've always kept it private. I've always kept it private because even when I would try to share with family and friends, it always backfired in my face. So I always kept it private, and now I get to grieve, and I get to, you know, do these videos that are far beyond what me and him experienced. He was a third of my life, but really what led me to him was the other people who were, you know, 2/3 of my life, who were this part of my life. It led me back to the suppressed memories that they wanted me to suppress back then, where they were trying to get me to suppress again. So love has been being vulnerable. Love has been being brave. Love has been trusting myself, trusting God, trusting timing, not forcing stuff. Like, I was a forcer. I told y'all, like, I will force some shit. I'll try to force the puzzle piece. My deceased partner, he gonna cut that puzzle piece and make it work. Like me, I ain't doing that. Like, but I will try to force it in there, and it don't fit. And then we just got a dangling fucking puzzle piece that don't fit, and it's stuck right there because I done wedged it in, and now I gotta yank it out to let go and detach from it and put it in its right place because you don't belong right here. And so, like, if you pick it up what I'm putting down, like, but anywho, love has been scrapping all of that, scrapping those old ideologies and old thoughts and old patterns, and literally allowing love to flow in and flow out. Love has been learning to receive love. Had a hard time doing it. Love has been learning to receive love. Love has been gratitude. Love has been admiring the landscapes in the sky. Like, when I say the landscapes in the sky, I mean that this world is God's canvas. Like, literally, if you're having a hard time, go outside. People say it all the time, and I know it's so hard. Like, I was there. I still have my there moments, y'all. And my voice in my head would be like, go outside. Literally, me and the sun be out here talking. Like, you greet the sun like he's my man. Like, it's like, hey, son, like, I ain't seen you in a while. Like, you know, oh, you shine so bright for me. Oh, and then, like, you know, me and the sun have a conversation. Like, you know, like, oh, well, you shining too when you smile. Like, that's how he feel about me. Like, my smile brightens up his day, and his brighten up mine. And I get my downloads from the sun. Like, I go outside. I watch these birds. I watch the animals, the insects. I watch the clouds. I watch I watch the wind blow through the trees. I literally that's love to me. Love is so many things to me. Love is watching my child grow and not even become her own person. She's just growing and evolving to who she is. God made her who she was when she came here. And as parents, we did a pretty good job in a lot of areas, and we did a pretty banged up job in other areas. And you know, acknowledging that for her has broken cycles that I didn't get to have. Like, I didn't get to have that. And so it's amazing that I can give that to her. Like, I can validate her experiences. I can validate that, you know, and acknowledge and take accountability of where I went wrong. So that's been love to me. Love has been hard. It's been hard to do it healthy. But to like be in love, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. So I have no labels for love. Love is everything that you love. And it's just that simple. And love isn't abuse. Love isn't abuse. You shouldn't have to suffer to have love. I think the suffering comes in and the pain comes in from breaking the cycles that kept you from real love. That's the pain, but love itself is not that. Like, I used to thought like I had to experience suffering and pain to have love and have happiness. No, that's not it. So for me anyway, I don't know what you got going on, but for me, I have found that, yeah, I've had to suffer and have pain to break out of those fucked up cycles I was in, but not to experience love. To experience love, it has been uncomfortable because I wasn't used to it. But to actually experience love, it has not been painful. I do think pain comes in it when you might, love something and then you don't have access to it currently. That can be painful. But you also learn to work through those things and know that if it is love, it will come back. It will flow back to you. It will come back to you. So that's been love for me. Oh my gosh. Saying that, I just feel so in love. Like, it's nothing that I'm missing out on. It's literally, it is a flow. It is a flow. And I'm always in the flow. And it has taken me such a lot of work to realize it. So you can realize a lot of shit. Like, you can be aware of stuff. That's the first step. But to like embody it and actually, be in it and with it is a whole nother thing. And I don't say this at all to say that I'm perfect. Sometimes love is acknowledging that I need rest and I want to lay in my bed and I don't want to face the world today. Sometimes that's love for me because I need a break. I'm a spiritual being in this human flesh that is not immortal. Yes, my consciousness is immortal. Yes, my essence is immortal. Yes. But this body is mortal and it needs rest. This body is mortal and it needs to be cared for. So sometimes love is acknowledging that I don't want to go out and speak to the sun today because I'd rather lay here, and rest to me today is to not have to worry about or do anything. And so that's why I say love can't be defined. Love is different for everyone. When you get into the aspects of love, when you're loving different people, I have learned that love is loving people where they're at. It's not me having these expectations on people of them showing up in love as me, but love is loving them for where they need love. What I might need in love is different from what you might need in love. And I think it's love is to acknowledge and be aware of what the people in your life need from you. But love is reciprocation. So that means that them loving you back would be them loving you from what you need or want, not from what they need or want. I think a lot of times we get confused about that, and I was raised in that type of love, being loved from what my mother would have wanted for herself as a child. I have done it from my child. Oh, well, I want to do this and do that for you because I didn't get to do it. It's living vicariously through your children too when you do that, and it's not good. So love is actually seeing where the other person, when you're talking about love between two people, is love is seeing what they need and what their wants are, and if you're able to do. Love is acknowledging that you won't always be able to show up for everyone when they need you to or how they need you to. That's love. Sometimes is that's self-love. You telling yourself like, I can't do this today, and it's okay. I can't do this with such and such today, and it's okay. That's self-love. I'm gonna go in here and get these canvases because that's self-love. These two birds in the sky and watching them is love for me. But yeah, love is different for everyone, and I have gotten down to the most basic of love, like just the most simple things. If you're practicing doing gratitudes and it's new to you, you're going to find out that that's love. Being grateful is love. Once again, love can be a feeling and love can be an action. So just keep loving yourself, number one. Your faith in having love for your higher power, whoever, whatever you identify that is. You know, I ain't gonna say whoever. We're not gonna idolize people, but not over here anyway. Like, you do what you do on your side, but over here, you know, it's an energy, it's a life force for me. So yeah, continue to love you. Continue to, you know, give praise to your higher power, the God, the ultimate source, whatever. If you have many gods, you know, I honor and respect that for you too, because to me it all adds up to the same thing. So and I love to learn about all those deities and, you know, things. So like, literally love you, love everyone, and honor and respect yourself. That's love. And I'm out.